Welcome back to NY Culture Podcast with your girl Andrea Maria. Today I have a special guest. Introduce yourself.
What's going on? It's your boy Uni-G. I'm in the building, ready and willing.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'm ready.
That's how hype you are?
Yeah, I mean I'm here.
So I hear you got like 2 songs on the radio.
Right.
Which songs?
I got Summertime Party. Make sure you check that video out. And I got my song PABLO. You know what I mean? It's both on the radio right now.
Got you. So tell me like the difference, because one is more like commercial, the other one is more conscious.
Right. You know, I'm glad you picked up on that. A lot of people don't pick up on PABLO being a conscious record. They just hear a trap beat and just think it's a street record, but it's really me saying like, you know, living that Pablo type of lifestyle, me being a drug dealer or you being a shooter or whatever, it shouldn't be glorified. So that's what Pablo is really about. While Summertime Party is just, you know, showing off how NY summer is or worldwide summer is, you know what I'm saying, just having fun. But I wanted to get 2 different perspectives of who Uni-G is on those records. So I'm happy that Pablo is my follow-up.
Got it. And what's going to be your next one?
Oh,
I Wish? Would it be I Wish?
Yo, it won't be I Wish.
Yeah, you're fine.
It's going to be right now just because I feel
I like that one.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you. I feel like after Pablo, you know, I don't know how people are going to, you know, perceive me. I don't want them to give me a title or like he's like this type of artist, really. Even though I always put myself in the J. Cole, Kendrick box. I'm not, because I'm more commercial than they are. But I'm not as commercial as, you know, like a Soulja Boy or something like that. So I think that right now is going to give him like, all right, like, we can't figure him out, but he just has great music. So that's the, you know,
both
sequence.
sides.
Yeah.
So how did you get the songs on the radio? So how does that go?
Yo, this was the hardest I wish I knew this process when I dropped Swerve, you know, a few years back. I wish I knew all of this when I first dropped my album, but you know, you're going through the process. And I went to the club, went to Taj, and I connected with my promoter. His name is the Black Fred Jones. Shout out to the Black Fred Jones. The Black Fred Jones. And I'm like, yo, he's like, yo, Junior, I want you to host a party because although my songs were on the radio, I had the fake buzz, right? So he's like, yo, host my party. I'm like, I hate going to clubs. I don't pop bottles. I sneak bottles into the club or whatever. Or I'm one of those guys who slide a cup over when you got, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm like, yo, bro, I got this new single. It's my, you know, my radio voice. I'm like, yo, bro, I got this new single. It's called Summertime Party. Please, you know what I'm saying? Hold it down. Could you have DJ play it? He said, okay. And this has never happened to me before. Every time I asked DJ to play it, Junior, I got you. And they never played. Yo, come to my next joint. He was like, I got you. He gave it to the DJ, Mr. Famous. He said, oh, you giving it to me? Say no more. Played it, and the whole club went crazy. And it was crazy because I've never experienced that before where, you know, if it's not my own event, people showing me love like that. The whole club went crazy as if it was Drake's song. And those people who was in my video coincidentally there. So they was like, oh, I know this song. So it was like, and after that, they was like, oh yeah, we got to keep this record going. So we kept it going. One person heard it, another DJ heard it, and they was like, yeah, we got to get this to radio. And they got it to radio. And I'm on Power 105 and Sirius XM and all that stuff.
Gotcha. Out there doing interviews with DJ Sus, right?
Yeah, shout out to him, Sus One. We in the building.
Alright, let's go back. At what age did you start rapping?
Okay, I started rapping when I was 10 years old, a little toddler. At 10, I was a battle rapper, you know, because I was a jokester in my class. It was easy for me to transition because I read a lot. So battle rap, because I could use those jokes in my rapping. So I started off as battle rapping. I transitioned to like music rapping because there's a big difference. When I was about 17, Mr. Biggs of Soul Sonic Force, Africa being about Soul Sonic Force, was like, you know what, you need to, you know, own the pen and just understand the idea of writing. So I started writing more and I started making real music, went to real studios, and that's shortly after that, around 21 I think, I dropped Do the Cocoa Butter. And
are you answering my question?
My fault. Then that's it. I'll let you keep going.
Continue.
And Do the Cocoa Butter, you know, fortunately, even though I'm no longer that type, I am that type of artist because I'm still a funny guy, but once I saw what my music can do, I decided, like, let me take this a little more seriously because somebody told me I helped them from committing suicide with cocoa butter. And I'm like, if I could do that with cocoa butter, I can only imagine what I could do with stuff that I really had to say. So Cocoa Butter is a song that changed my life, I guess.
Gotcha. But you don't like it anymore?
You know, I still like it for what it is, but that wasn't who I was as an artist. I was just making it to like, let me just see if I can play around, get on real quick. And once I'm like, hold on, this is making a lot of noise. Hold on real quick. This can really happen. And I'm like, all right, let me, you know what I'm saying, like reconfigure, you know what I'm saying?
And that's the one Worldstar helped you with?
Yeah, Worldstar filmed it. They filmed it and put it up. My guy M to the K, who used to work for Worldstar, he filmed it. He's now down with Soulja Boy, coincidentally. That's ODMG. But yeah, they filmed it. They put it up, all of that.
Cool. All right. So, how did it feel to be under the wings of Mr. Biggs and Jazzy J?
Okay, look at you doing homework. Okay, you know what? It was a very interesting time in my life because they wanted me to make a certain type of music, and at that time I was more like focused on let me just make commercial music so I can get on radio and get on. He's like, yo, make real music. I'm like, commercial music is real music, like. So, but he wanted me to make a certain sound that I wasn't ready to make. So it was hard at times, but you know, once I decided to bring Stretch along and my man HD Zoe along, when we were under them, he was like, yo, like, y'all two all over the place. Like, you got the bars, but you know, as a group, y'all not ready. So I'm like, you know what? All right, just let me know what I got to do, and I'm gonna do it. And then he never picked up his phone again. But it's all right because he was at my album release party. He was really happy about that. And I was proud of that, to be able to come back full circle. Like, I told you I was nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, so,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask you, like, how, like, about you starting your group when you was in the group. So why did you guys go separate ways?
You know what? Stretch is still mad about that to this day.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he really is. He was really, really hurt about that. HD Zoe, and he's still making music. I made his record, which is on the radio now, Down the Rod. He just felt like, you know, as a group, same way Biggs felt that we just didn't mesh well together. We were on 3 different times. We had 3 different sounds, and we just didn't gel together. I thought we gelled together, you know, fine, but I guess they didn't feel like that. I guess just as friends we were cool, but when it came to music, we were 3 different artists. Like HD Zoe was more of the singer-ish type of rapper. Stretch is a rapper, but he talks more about, like, he has a new song called Money Keeps Calling Me, etc. Whilst I'm more of like, I don't talk about money because I know I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would never, you know what I'm saying? Like, bottles, I told you I don't do that. So we just came from 3 different perspectives, which can be dope, but at the time, I guess it just didn't work. So.
All right, and you still friends with both of them? Obviously, I know you're friends with Stretch.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I just saw you on his new video.
Yeah. I was in his new video. When he keeps calling, make sure you check that out. You know, we have a bond that, you know, can't be broken no matter what. Okay.
So, what's one thing you learned from Mr. Biggs and Jazzy J that being under them?
Definitely always staying true to myself. That's what they always, you know, focused on. It was like, yo, if you're gonna make music that's true to you. That way, it won't be a struggle to be able to make music. If you're making yourself on the record, then you can't navigate away from that because you're doing what's honest to your heart. So that's one thing I would say I took away from them.
Cool. So Uni-G, how did you come up with that?
Uni. So I was in I think 6th grade, and my teacher, Miss Hughes, she was like, you know what? You remind me of a unicellular organism. You're so one of a kind. And I really didn't understand why until I really took some time to think back. I was a little different as a child. I was a little different as a child. Like, I
remember, he was touched?
Yeah, no. It said I was not touched. That is terrible. That is awful. No, I would do things like when a paper was due and I didn't finish the paper because I was just clowning all week, and I had to present it in front of class. I remember going up to the class. I had to write about Malcolm X. And I'm like, you know what, guys? If you were me, you wouldn't even read your paper about Malcolm X because he's in your heart. And I ripped the paper up, threw it in the garbage. I'm like, we all are Malcolm X. And my teacher was like, yo, this is just beautiful. And I'm like, you know what? Somebody who's not right in their head would do something like that. And that's what I did. So,
that's actually dope, but that's actually...
Yeah. So that's what my teacher called me, Unicellular, and my friends used to call me Jeeves. So I'm like, you know, my name's gonna be Unicellular Jeeves. But then as I got older, I'm like, that's not even hot. That's not even cool. So I changed my name to Unidentified God because I feel like that's what my music, my brand represents, finding out who we are in the world and why God put us here. I feel like a lot of people die without figuring out their purpose. And that's what my name, you know, pretty much stands for, figuring out your purpose and why God put you on this earth. So
gotcha. So your purpose in life is to make music?
My purpose in life is to use my words to change people's lives.
Gotcha. Just like the girl that was sponsored.
And it's happened many times after that, so it was like, okay.
Got it. Yeah. So your album is called Welcome to My Universe?
That's
Universe?
Right. Universe.
Because I know it's Universe, but other people say Universe.
You know, that's funny. People call me Uni-G. Now, why you calling me Uni-G? That makes sense now. But yeah, it's Universe. Welcome to My Universe. Play off my name, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So tell me about it. Tell me about the album.
So it has 13 tracks plus a prologue and a bonus track. It took me 3 years to finish this album just because my engineer, he also is Solange's engineer and Kendrick, so forth and so on. So Solange had him in... No, I'm not. He's popping. Solange had him in Ghana recording her album, the last one that she won all these awards for.
Yeah.
So it was hard for me to like really get someone to, you know, solidify my sound and what I want in my mind. So it took me 3 years, but once it dropped, I made sure every single song on this album could have a video, felt like a single. I don't feel like there's one song on my album that's like a throwaway song, like just to fill it up. Every song was carefully picked. I recorded altogether about 85 songs and chose those 15 to be on the album. 85 songs.
So you can come up with like 5 more albums.
Yeah, clean off those. Yeah. But I just felt like, you know, I want to make, if I die tomorrow, I want to be proud that these songs were here. You know what I'm saying? I could die now if this was my last project. You know, that was the idea behind it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man.
Songs popping like I Wish and Sip Tea, but they aren't singles, but it's okay.
I'm
waiting, kind of. I'm still waiting on I Wish though. Waiting for a video.
That's crazy. Yes, I got you.
All right. How does it feel to be able to collab with such celebs like Joe Budden, Fred the Godson, and Sammy?
Homework. Man, you know, I've had my different experiences with each and every one of them. You know, Joe Budden at the time, just before Love and Hip Hop came out, you know, he had his drug addiction. So I'm in the video with him. He's like on his phone chilling. At first he was making jokes, everybody laughing. Then out of nowhere, it was like the
bipolar.
Yeah, it was. That's what I thought it was. But it was actually, I assume it was like the drugs kicked in, and he's on something yo, I ain't trying to be here type. And I'm like, and he's texting this to his mans, and I'm right next to him. I'm like, bro, I can see your phone. You want to just dim the light just a little bit? No, but it was still a good experience working with him. You know, being able to work with somebody who was eye for ball is nasty was a great experience. With Fred Gordo, you know, man, you asked a deep question today. You about to make me get my Birkin.
I'm done.
Yeah, with Fred, it was a good experience. Fred, you know, when I was working at some place called Harlem.
Oh yeah, we all worked.
Yeah, we worked. Right? I didn't know if I could say the name Harlem.
I quit.
Okay, yeah. So when I was working at a place called Harlem RBI, I decided to leave for a moment. So I'm like, yo, I want to focus on music. Fred is like, if you don't go back to work ASAP, because this music isn't what it seems like. You have to have money to be able to get through this music. You have to pay the DJs off, pay this person off. It's not just you nice and you make it. He said those times are over. So go back to work and get your money. You know what I'm saying? So that was great advice he gave me, because I went back to work and I got my money. But, you know, we shot the video. We were supposed to do a second scene and he just could never get around to it. So that was like, oh, like, damn, disappointing. But it was still, you know, it was still cool. And lastly, Sammy, I was so proud to have Sammy on my record. You know what I'm saying? It was dope. I love that he took my words and my voice and he heard it and made it his own. We were supposed to shoot the video for that, but he told me, you know, he's like, you know what? That's not the sound I'm on anymore, so we're gonna have to skip on that video. But good luck to you. And I was like, damn, like I feel like me and you would have been great for cuffing season, the radio, all of that. But it's like, you know what? It is what it is. You know?
Yeah, it's a good radio song.
Thank you.
So on your album, you mentioned a few little like spicy comments. You know, Joe Budden, Big Sean. Let's talk more. Even though you kind of just said about Joe Budden.
Why you getting deep today? All right. So it was 2014. I was in some club in Dykeman being a thought, and it was Hot Boy Summer or whatever it's called. And me, Kev, my whole team, we was to the club, and it was like Big Sean and Funk Flex is coming through. So I bought tickets for my whole team. You know what I mean? Those tickets would cost like 45 tickets, like 8 people on my team. So I bought, and you know I'm broke. So we in the club, Big Sean's in VIP, he comes in, I'm like, oh my God, Jesus, please let me get in VIP. So I'm like, I'm trying to devise a way I'm getting VIP. I'm like, maybe I got like I'm the cameraman, maybe I got like I'm pressed. Then the security guard steps away for 2 seconds. I done teleported inside VIP. I done went in there so quick, you ain't even see me, right? I can't make this up. I grabbed somebody's cup, right? And I act like I'm supposed to be there, just got ice and a little juice in it. I'm chilling, I'm bopping, and I'm getting closer to Big Sean. I have my CD of Swerve on me. I'm like, I'm going to get Big Sean on Swerve. I'm going to be famous tomorrow. How am I going to handle this? Everything's going through my head. I get close to him. His security guard hits me so hard with his like forearm that my phone flies out my pocket, change flies out. So I'm holding my stomach, and Big Sean's like, yo, what happened? What's good? I'm like, bro, I just want to give you my album, my single Swerve. I'm a rapper from the Bronx. I love you. You know what I'm saying? I love your music. He's like, yeah, let me get that. I'm like, for real? He was telling the security guard to calm down. I'm like, yo, thank you so much. I appreciate you. He takes it, put it in his pocket. I'm like, yo, we lit. I'm about to be signed tomorrow. Holla at me. I'm about to get myself a chain. So I walked out of VIP, went back to get my phone. And then as he's leaving, Funk Flex is walking in. I see him take the CD and toss it in the garbage. And I'm like, that wasn't my CD. That had to be a debit card that he didn't need anymore or something. But, you know, it was all good because I still appreciate him, you know, for even giving me that hope that, yo, damn, somebody who made it is right in my face. And I still hope to get him on Swerve Remix one day. So,
that's dope.
Yeah, you can see it still hurts. It still hurts.
It was like a dope movement, but it also crushed your dreams at the same time.
It's all right. It gave me so much motivation because it was a CD. You still walks around with CDs. You know what I'm saying? So it was like.
But you upgraded now. Now you got these new little USBs.
I got my Uni-G USBs. Camera on the Uni-G USBs. We in building. I mean, so yeah.
Got it. So, what made you start your own tour?
Oh God, yo, you getting deep today. Jeez, this is controversy. So, shortly afterwards, I dropped Swerve and I had Body Bag sitting there, Sips T sitting there, and I'm like, yo, I really feel like it's time for me to go on the road and start doing shows. So I'm doing shows, and I heard about this one tour. I don't want to say the name because it's still sensitive, you know what I'm saying? It's still sensitive. So I asked the dude, I'm like, yo, how can I get on the tour? He's like, yo, just audition. So I go in there. If you see me perform, you know I come with all the tricks, you know? So I go in there, and I start with, I think, Body Bag. And they stopped me midway. They said, hold on. They said, give us another song. So they looking all impressed. I'm like, oh, I got this in the Birkin. I'm lit. So I would do Sips T. So when I said sucking my homies, they like, oh, damn. They said, give us another one. So, but this time they fully focused on me. I'm like, what's up? Like, I got it all. You know what I'm saying? So I do Swerve, and you know, the flow of Swerve is very, they heard the bars. They was like, yo, you're too good to be on this tour. And I'm like, I need to get on it. They was like, yo, you deserve to be on this tour. He's like, yo, I'm gonna talk to some people, make sure you the headline. I'm like, what? I never been on a tour in my life. I've been doing all these open mics, and when the list came out to who was on it, I wasn't on it. So I hit him, my man, his name is Vocab. I hit him Mr. Vocab TV, shout out to Vocab, and he's like, yo, Uni, they said you'd make it because you didn't have enough followers. I'm like, what? Like, I can get that. Just give me a chance. And you're like, yo, it's not on me, it's on him. So, you know,
That's why you've been posting more.
You know what I mean? And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start my own tour. And I started the Swerve tour. And the first show, I brought out Feather Godson, and I sold out my first show. Second show, I brought out Manolo Rose, I sold out. And I just kept selling out. I'm like, you know, it was a sign from God. You know what I'm saying? I've been always in my mind trying to, like, I want to get signed. And I can't get signed. Then I start my own thing. It's bigger than what I anticipated. I want to get on a tour. I do my own tour. It's bigger. So I feel like that was God telling me, like, yo, you don't need nobody. You know what I'm saying? To be somebody. If you want to be somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then I started my own tour. And that's why. You know what I'm saying? It's boom.
Gotcha. So that had to have been a lot of money you had to spend on that tour. So how do you go by that? Like how?
I've been selling drugs ever since I was
I saw this video. I don't know where it was. It was an interview. The guy was like, in order to like make it in the music game, you're gonna have to have money or sell drugs to make it in the game. But I know you're not selling drugs. I'm just saying.
Not anymore. No.
Shut up.
No. Yo, honestly, every single check I got from RBI, I never spent. Like when it's stretching, I'm like, yo, Uni, let's go out to the bar. You never saw me out with them. I'm like, yo, like, I have a vision that needs to be complete, and I can't get money any other way unless I do that. So I saved every single check. I don't get haircuts. I do my own haircuts at home. I'm not really a flashy guy, obviously. If I'm shopping, it's at VIM or Dr. J's or something like that. My sneaker game is on point, but still, I buy them used, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, go from kicksoutfire.com, and I make sure I save as much money as possible. And once I save at least about $10,000, $15,000, I put it towards a tour. And then every artist who opens up for me paid a fee, but they got to talk and chat with Fred the Godson, everybody brought out. They got a label meeting at Rock Nation, or they got a radio interview, or I'll do something like have them connect with you. Like, yo, you got a free podcast interview with you. You know what I'm saying? So it came with so much, so that's where the money was able to flip. And I kept using that money and flipping, and I'm here today, and I'm still broke. But to this day, I saved all my checks, save all my money, don't get haircuts, and I keep doing the same routine.
That's dedication. I need to do that.
Who you talking, girl? You know what I mean?
Got it. So you mentioned Rock Nation. So how was those meetings at Rock Nation? You went to Atlantic too?
Yeah, I went to Atlantic Rock. Went to a few labels.
Okay. And how do those meetings go?
Yo, man, you know what? We getting deep. So let me get comfortable. You know, this was so crazy because, like I said, my whole life I wanted to be signed, right? And then my first label meeting, because it was Atlantic Records, because it was at my album release party, et cetera, et cetera. And Success, you know, he's a vice president. He's like, yo, Uni, like, honestly, you're doing better than my signed artist. And I'm like, you're ODing. Like, you're ODing. There's no way, because I'm broke. That's all I'm thinking in my mind. And he's like, yo, you're doing your own tour. That's all your money. 100%. You have merch. You're doing better than my signed artist. And I'm like, you know what? That's odd. You know what I'm saying? And I'm at Spotify. Spotify hit me up. And he's like, yo, can you, and this is real. Like, he was like, yo, who's some people at Spotify you can connect me with? And I'm like, wait, what? How is a label, you know, and this is not shade, but it's just the label asking me for, you know, Spotify connects. I'm like, this is not what I thought it was. This whole time I'm thinking they know everybody got all this. And I'm like, if that's what the label can do, then I'm already doing okay kind of for myself, kind of, I think. You know what I'm saying?
Without getting raped.
Yeah, exactly. Without getting raped. I own everything. And I know how to copyright, trademark. That's all mine. And then the same thing happened at The Rock. They was like, yo, Uni, you hot. But until you get to like Tekashi 6ix9ine hot, we can't get you, we can't sign you. But you almost there. You're doing better than most outside artists. I'm like, what do y'all see that I don't see? Maybe I thought to myself, I don't take the time to look at everything I've done. I just keep going. You know, I'm just going and go. I don't stop. If I'm not doing videos, I'm doing radio interviews. I'm not doing interviews. I'm doing this. I'm doing pop-up shops. Shout out to Coco Case Registry Follow. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing all these things. So it's like, I never took time to slow down and realize. Even when I went on tour with Lupe,
I was gonna ask that.
Oh, that's coming next. You know what I'm saying? I had to transition. You know, I'm so busy, and this is very sad, but I'm starting to slow down. I didn't even interpret that I met Lupe Fiasco. Yeah, I'm talking to him and all that, but in my mind, I'm playing it for the next moment. I'll be on stage performing. I beat the beat, and in my mind, I'm like, okay, Uni, make sure you don't move your arm too much because, you know, you get tired. Make sure when you meet Lupe, do this. And then when I meet him, I'm, all right, Uni, make sure after this, we try to book another show. And I'm never there. So it's like, once I realized that, I just need to slow down, et cetera, et cetera. So I think I answered your question. I don't know. I went on a tangent. It got deep.
I got deep?
It got deep. You know what I mean?
Got you.
Yeah.
So how did you get on tour with Lupe?
So my first promoter, Jones of Levels Management, he was like, yo, Uni, you're really good. You need to stay on tour, but you need to start opening up for bigger artists. It's the next step from you doing your own tour without me having to book them. So he was like, I need you to contact somebody in Cali and hit them up, see what you can do. So I had my man Jarvis contact somebody in Cali. They was like, yo, Uni is dope. We're going to let Lupe hear him. And Lupe heard me. He was like, yo, like, Uni has to open up for me. I'm like, me? Lupe is my favorite rapper. So I was like, since I was a kid. So I'm like, what, me? Like, I brought the whole team. I bought new clothes. I got a haircut. No, and we flew out to Cali. And it was only supposed to be one show. But I went out there, if y'all been to my shows, with all the tricks. I'm talking about the flames, I had beach balls. I brought anyone who's in the crowd to dance on stage. And they was like, oh, this kid is crazy. Like, and Lupe was like, no, I'm keeping him on tour. So I went on tour with Lupe, and that was the best experience of my life. You know what I mean?
Got it. Would you want to collab with him?
I am hoping to collab on my next album with Lupe Fiasco.
Have you asked him yet?
I haven't, but it's going. I'm about to do another show or two with him, so you know, let me slow down. Why you rushing me? Don't rush me. Let me scoop in peace. Say like, what's up, Poppy? How you feeling? Like, and then let me, get a meal in, and you know how that go. Yeah.
Got it. So back to what you were saying, that you don't realize what you're doing. So let me tell you, I'm not a person that likes to give a lot of people chances when it comes to rap. You know, I have a feeling with that. But when it's you and I hear people speak about it, I'll be like, yo, I know that this dude, he's dope. He's a conscious rapper, and I always share your stuff, okay? And I'm not a person, I'll be playing people like, nah, I don't think.
Thank you.
So I'm just letting you know that.
I appreciate you. I do appreciate you.
So do you consider yourself a conscious rapper?
You know what? This was a discussion we just had the other day when I was at an event. I feel like I am the legit borderline between conscious and commercial. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how conscious Summertime Party really is. You know what I'm saying? Or me and you, it's not. But then I have Sips Tea and Didn't Know Right Now, which is kind of like, oh. So I feel like all rappers could be conscious. If you're a gangster, you could be gangsterly conscious. Gangsterly. Yes. And you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I am conscious, but then I am commercial, and I can be careless at the same time. So I don't feel like I'm conscious. I feel like I'm the borderline between conscious and commercial. But yeah, Both, because
You could be both.
Yeah, I could be.
Because you always need a song for the radio.
Exactly. I feel like I'm a perfect balance. Like, I'll talk about how we need to uplift our lives and, find God, but then I'm drinking Henny right after this. I'm drinking some Douce. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a human being. I'm a regular person. You know what I'm saying? Like,
got it. I mean, so you're best of both worlds?
Yeah, best of both worlds. Hope. You know what I mean?
What do you think your listeners would get out of your music?
Ooh. This is real. I think that they'll get, first and foremost, that, Christ is my savior. I say I couldn't do it without him. I think that they'll get a sense of healing once they hear my words, because I talk about real life stuff. Because I'm just a kid from the hood, it's like very relatable. Like, damn, like, if he can do it and get so much success, then I can do it. Like, I just got my man Jarvis a job at a record label, and I did that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting with Jarvis, saying, Jarvis, you got to do this, do that. We compose his resume. So I think what I want them to get out of my music is that you can do it, in a sense of hope. If you keep going, something will happen. It won't be exactly how you want it, when you want it, but something will happen. So hope, happiness, and a sense of God in my music. You know what I mean?
Cool. So I need help with my resume now.
I got you. Yeah.
So what's up? Tell me about Cold Chili. I see it on your neck. What's up with Cold Chili?
Okay, so yeah, the story behind when I was young, I saw a homeless man eating the chili at a Burger King's garbage, and it pretty much represented to me what was garbage to us was life to him. It kept him alive, kept him going. So pretty much, that's what my brand and my name stand for. It just means take nothing for granted. That's what Cold Chili's behind. But I don't want to put an old man, grown man on my chain, so I put a little boy holding a bowl of chili. And I honestly did not know my clothing line would take off the way it did. Like, I didn't think nothing of it. I'm like, people want to take a piece of me home with them after my shows. I'll give them a shirt or two. And then I started the jackets, and then Sway hit me up. He saw my jacket, and he's like, yo, I need a jacket. And when Sway started wearing it, the orders started coming in. I'm like, damn. Like, then I started making more clothes, more and more shirts, sweatpants, and all book bags and everything. And then it blew up. So.
I see Sway's always wearing it.
Yo, shout out to Sway in the morning, man. Sway Calloway, he showed me mad love. And he got Red Bull TV to sponsor me, and all these other people. It's like, wow, that's dope.
How did you guys connect?
Initially, I went to one of Sway's events. It was a comedy show, and he was like, yo, what's up? Anybody in here who's anybody? And I'm like, hey, hi, Sway. I'm a rapper. And, you gotta do. And then he was like, yo, like, that jacket is dope. I'm like, I brought a jacket just for you. And it was the right size. He had the right sneakers on. And after that, he was like, yo, I want you to come out to Sirius XM, and we're going to connect. And he called me to Sirius XM. And ever since then, we had a dope relationship. He was talking to me like we was best friends. And I seen him again in Texas. He brought me on stage, made me rap. It was dope. You know?
Dope. So, and then, like, your stuff is retro, right?
Yes.
So
I like
explain
retro
that.
stuff.
Yes, your retro 90s
Yeah.
jackets, windbreakers.
You know, I have the finesse line, and I like to bring back just a feel of nostalgia when things were much simpler when we were kids, and it was the sprinklers was our biggest stress. Like, if it's not the sprinklers not on and there's no cocoa mango cherry, what we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So I want, every time you put a piece of Cold Chili clothing on, I wanted to bring back a sense of nostalgia and just happiness to much simpler times where you didn't have to stress about much. You know, nowadays kids are being bullied. We've always been dying, but it's like it's in our face now. Whilst, I'm not saying Cold Chili's is idea to forget that, but just like, look, let's find some peace with where we're at right now. You know what I'm saying? So
that's dope.
Yeah,
That's dope.
Hey.
So I have a thing now that I do a quote of the day. So the quote of the day is one of like your verses. One of your bars. You can say from Sips Tea, my favorite song. One of my favorite songs.
Okay.
So it's
just remember that this world belongs to Satan, so you doing him good when you remain complacent.
So how did that come about? Like, let me know. I usually dissect it, but now this is your quote. You can dissect
you're
it.
getting deep on me. It's actually from the Bible, but to build on top of that, I do feel like, a lot of people question the idea of God. Like, is he real, et cetera, et cetera? If he's so real, how come this is going on, this is going on? I'm like, my answer to that is always, God didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, we did that as people. We decided to make the wars. People may decide, and people say, oh, so how come God didn't stop it? Because of free will. So this is the whole idea behind it, because we act for free will. God let us make a decision to, praise you, et cetera, et cetera. Don't take away our decisions. Let us make it. If we go to heaven and hell, that was on us. So the idea is like, Satan controls a lot of people's ideas, motives, thoughts, especially like the higher ups. So when it came to, Satan doing all that, I'm like, we can't be steady or complacent in anything we do. We have to reach for higher goals and to remember to always, reach for our goals and our meaning for being on here.
Yeah.
So,
Your
you know,
purpose.
we can't let Satan control our ideas. We have to push towards it. Push past it. Man.
That's actually my favorite line, to be honest.
Thank you, girl. Thank you, girl.
Probably from the whole album, but even though I Wish is my favorite song.
That's crazy. I got you. I'll make a video for I Wish just for you.
Just for me? I'm going to be in it.
I'm lying. Nah.
Where can people follow you?
Make sure you follow me on all social medias at I am Uni-G. Go to my website, take me a piece of me home with you at www.iamuni.g.com.
That's it?
Yeah, I think that's.
You have YouTube channels?
I got a YouTube channel. It's under Uni-G as well. My Spotify, UNI-G, Tidal, Apple Music, all streaming platforms, UNI-G.
Got it. Before you leave, you have any advice for any up-and-coming entrepreneurs?
Yes. I think the best thing is also always to remain yourself. And, it reminds me of a quote that Mark Twain said. He said that, the two most important days of your life is the day you were born and the day you find out why. I think that everyone needs to find out why they're here. And once you find out why you're here, no goal will be out of your touch. There's nothing that will be too difficult for you to do because that's what you're here to do. So find out why you're here. Find out who you are. Gotcha.
You should be a life coach.
Thank you.
I'm not even gassing it because I went to like a training once, but my cousin is really into it. She's certified. And the stuff you be saying, that's what's it all about, is finding your purpose. Exactly. So you should be a life coach. You get paid money. That could be your side.
Look, if you know somebody hiring, I'm broke. Again, I'm broke.
You get $200 an hour, boy.
Again, hire me. Look, my name is Uni-G. All right, real name Gabriel. I'm here to work. All right.
So, any upcoming projects, shows? What's up?
Yep. You know what? I got a lot coming up on September 11th. I got a fashion show that's going to be at Taj. Make sure you're in there like Bodie here. You know what I'm saying? Hot 97 is, DJing and all that. Not only that, but I'll have a show in Canada opening up for A$AP Rocky and A Boogie at some university. I'll put it on my page. It's going to be dope.
Where you don't know the university?
I don't know the university, all right? Jarvis does the booking. I just told you that during it.
Got you. Got you. All right, so anyone can go and catch you at those shows.
Yup.
Fashion show, when is it again?
September 11th at Taj Lounge.
All right, we in there.
Yup.
All right, so can you introduce your songs? We're going to play both, what is it, Summertime and Pablo.
Let's go.
Summertime Party.
Let's go. It's your boy Uni-G. Make sure you listen in right now to my song Pablo. And we not done. I got Summertime Party rocking the radio waves. We in the building. It's your boy Uni.
Thank you for coming to the show.
Pablo, everybody think they Pablo. Pablo, water whipping with their eyes closed. Whipping out they Chapo. Everybody think they Pablo. Everybody think they Pablo. Water whipping with their eyes closed. Whipping out they Chapo. Everybody think they Pablo. Everybody think they Pablo. You a fraud, no you're not low. Keep on frontin' and get followed. Toot, now your eyes closed. No, I'm not here for your combo. You do not be in the bando. When the beef come, yeah, you got low. OJ in the Bronco. Everybody think they capo. Moving out Diablo. But you be with the 5-0. Oriana with the high notes. You live a modern life, Rocco, my man Jordan moved them rocks though. And then he got his top blow, just cause he thought he was Pablo. Everybody think they Pablo. Water whipping with their eyes closed. Whipping out they Chapo. Everybody think they Pablo. Everybody think they Pablo. Water whipping with their eyes closed. Whipping out they Chapo. Everybody think they Pablo. Everybody think they Pablo. Now you bought your chicken Roscoe's, and I ain't talking about the snot nose. You ain't never made the block call. Shut the fuck up with your lies, yo. You never touched the El Blanco. You money Mitch with the rock still. Tarico snatch you off your block door. Hey, boogie on the block door. Oh, now you think you Rambo. Oh, now you moving hydro. Baking soda, you got baking soda. You ain't never had no soda in the pop, bro. Pablo, that shit cool till you die slow. Your mama crying, you a John Doe. Just cause you thought you was Pablo. eyes closed, eyes closed. Whipping out a chapo, chapo. Everybody think they Pablo, Pablo. Everybody think they Pablo, Pablo. Water whipping with their eyes closed, eyes closed. Whipping out a chapo, chapo. Everybody think they Pablo, Pablo. Everybody think they Pablo. Everybody think they Pablo, Pablo. Everybody think Pablo. Everybody think Pablo, Pablo. I don't get it. Hey, buddy, your dog. Everyone to connect. Hey, buddy, the plug. I think I'm Pablo, Pablo. Everybody think they Pablo, Pablo. Everybody think they Pablo, 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 Pablo.
Ain't no party like a summertime party, 'cause the summertime party don't stop. Ain't no party like a summertime party, 'cause the summertime party don't stop. Ain't no party like a summertime party, 'cause the summertime party don't stop.
Hold up, I got it. Why they ain't no party like a summertime party? That's 'cause ain't nobody got the Pyrex on. It's just the water gun, the courts, and the hydrants on. The sun shining, surrounded by the ones that we loving. And I'm looking for my cousin like Pac and Poetic Justice. No, I'm tripping. We all just chilling. We chilling 'cause ain't nothing like that summertime feeling. But it feel good when the fam can all laugh together. Even though it won't feel like this gon' last forever. But turn up, 'cause we've been laughing it's so damn time. It wouldn't be a party with no soul train lines. For the one time, for the one time. Do it for the one time, for the one time. Do it for the one time. Help me to find the way to have the summertime party from around the way. 'Cause
Ain't no party like a summertime party, 'cause the summertime party don't stop. Ain't no party like a summertime party, 'cause the summertime party don't stop. Ain't no party like a summertime party, 'cause the summertime party don't stop. Ain't no party like a summertime party, 'cause the summertime party don't stop.
look, ain't no party here, the summer still locked in. Nutcrackers on deck and the grill still popping. Ladies killing it, they bougie, they popping. Sundress on fleek, you still got it. I'm flossing, I ran up a check. Summertime fresh, all I need is a Jazzy Jeff. Full court game, everybody calling that. Cocoa Mango Cherry Man got the ices on deck. I wouldn't trade nothing for the summertime. Everybody playing ball, or they trying to rhyme. Girls playing double dutch, having a fun time. My homie just came home for the 100th time. One time for the one time. Do it for the one time, for the one time. Do it for the one time. Help me to find a way to have the summertime party from around the way. Cause
Ain't no party like a summertime party, 'cause the summertime party don't stop. Ain't no party like a summertime party, 'cause the summertime party don't stop. Ain't no party like a summertime party, 'cause the summertime party don't stop. Ain't no party like a summertime party, 'cause the summertime party don't
Summertime party don't stop. Ain't no party like a summertime party, 'cause the summertime party don't stop.